Dude, these birds aren't even moving. These birds are flapping their wings, not moving, dude. New bug to report on R6 fix. Your seagulls aren't moving.
Coconut, you know we're watching you.
Oh shit!
Stay on track, get back to work.
What is up, bras? Now I hope everybody is doing great, and in this video we got 8 new tricks for you, and mixed in are some badass tricks from the Discord fam. As always, I got timestamps down below, so feel free to jump around to whatever trick sounds delicious to you. Now I'm going to answer a question real quick because I've been noticing more and more of the same one, and that is, where do I get all of the music I use for my background and for my intros? The answer is Epidemic Sounds. They literally have thousands and thousands of any type of song you might be looking for, and they're easily the best place for YouTube music. Anyways, gonna leave a link to them down below, so if any of you guys edit for YouTube or Instagram or whatever, you can use that link and you can get a 30-day free trial for your video edits too. Anyways, this first trick is a nutty C4 that will surprise the crap out of anybody outside of trophy window, and it's another great way to take out those blackbeards that sit in one spot for the entire game. This trick was sent to me by Alf.exe, and this is also a spot that you have a crazy high chance of getting a multi-kill on enemies that are stacking up here. Now, it kind of looks complex because you're going through 2 rooms, over a balcony, through railings and all this stuff, but once you understand it, it's very simple. All you're going to be doing is walking forward in the kitchen with your C4 out, looking up, and when your crosshairs reach the top of the window, you're letting that C4 fly through the kitchen hatch, out the master bedroom window, over the balcony, and yeeting anybody outside of the trophy window into the next dimension. Our next trick is a new castle trick that you can use when there's a castle barricade above a soft floor. This sneaky trick was posted in Discord by deadmemes.focus, and I'll leave a couple examples of where you can do this in the video, but spots where you can do this are all over the place in Siege, with dozens and dozens of spots where you can use this. You just need to keep an eye out around the map that you're playing on. Now, when you destroy part of the floor below a castle barricade, you can then go below it and see crazy far out the other side. In this example on Border, you can take someone out before they're even able to touch the castle barricade. On an example later on in this clip, you'll see me in the hall on Cafe Dostoevsky, and I go as far back as I can, and they can still kill me even with my back touching the wall. These spots are everywhere in Siege, and as long as when you break the floor, the reinforcements in the base are going vertical with the castle barricade, you will be able to create these insane angles to the other side of the castle barricade from below, and as soon as the enemy gets anywhere near the vicinity, you're going to light them up, and they're either going to be scratching their head, calling you a cheater, or they're going to be smashing their controller. Our next trick is a clever way to impact trick Armory wall on Border, and I learned this from watching the Disrupt vs Sonics matchup, where they were doing a great job at protecting the main wall the attackers were trying to open by leaving the east wall in Armory soft, and then using a hole in that same wall to impact trick the west Armory wall that was reinforced. This is a really simple trick that you can add to your defense strats in Armory, and it's so easy to do, but it is so effective. Next up is a really well hidden spot that's so easy I could do it while using my Rock Band drum set to play. This one was taught to me by the legends, the Dangleberries, and all you're gonna need to do is go into the lobby on Fortress, shoot out the big planter with whatever gun you have, and then you can vault sideways onto the bench, and then from there you'll be able to go straight into the spot where the original planter was. Now, when attackers enter through the main door, there's this suitcase that literally just happens to be in the direct line of sight that keeps you so well hidden that you'll be given free interrogations the next time you guys play on Fortress. Next up is a crazy sneaky way to counter bandit tricking on the CCTV wall in Clubhouse, and there's a couple different variations that you can do. Now, I didn't find this one on my own, and I believe the founder was G2 Sua, so shout out to you. But anyways, when this garage wall is reinforced, you can actually break the top of the soft wall right above it to create a pixel that goes through the catwalk window straight onto the reinforced wall inside CCTV. Now, we all know Capitao bolts can go through bullet holes, so this pixel peak is plenty big enough for the bolts to go straight onto the walls through this hole, and with a new change to Capitao where his fire spreads into a much bigger perimeter than before, this is going to clear out anyone in this entire area. Another variation you can do with this same trick is if you have a Hibana on your team that is actually using some teamwork, then you can open up the top right corner of the garage and you can just simply shoot the bolt from where you stand, and it's so easy to do. This is a much safer way to counter the bandit trick than going below and shooting up at him, and it is definitely much safer than going on the balcony outside CCTV also. The next trick we have is a beast of a grenade spot sent in Discord by Phused, and it's going to be flying through the offices over the wall, then going through archives and going just under the doorway to connect into the middle of Armory for a full-length football field yeet that's going to catch a ton of enemies off guard. Of course, if they do have an ADS, then this spot's not going to be that great since the ADS would have so many chances to swallow your nade, but whenever the other team doesn't have an ADS, this is an epic go-to nade spot for early picks. This next trick is a sneaky way to safely take out the Mira playing inside of kids' dorms on Oregon. Now, driving your Twitch drone around in dorms is never something you want to do for more than a couple seconds because there's pretty much always multiple defenders rotating around this site between the bedrooms. One way you can guarantee yourself to keep your shock drone safe and get the Mira taken out before your Twitch drone does is you can go prone in this bush outside of the window, aiming your crosshairs right at the top of the window. You can then throw your drone to perfectly land on top of the bunk bed and take out the Mira within just a couple seconds. Huge props to Gadget.bs for showing me this precise trick. Next up is a clever mute jammer via Vinturix that's going to completely cut off drone rotations in the hallway and the kitchen, and is easily one of the best mute spots on Oregon right now. This is one of the main areas that drones drive, and if attackers are pushing from the west side of Oregon, there's a crazy high chance that this mute jammer spot is directly in line with their drone path. Now, you can also combine this with the mute jammer spot that I showed a few months back on top of the boxes, and then you will completely cut off the drone movements even in meeting hall. Anyways, bra fam, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you would like to submit any tricks for a chance to be featured in a video, head on over to the Serious Siege Tips channel on my Discord server. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a ton of things that will help you get easy kills in your future games. I'll see you all very soon in the next video and on stream. I love you all. Peace.